Alright, anybody with a Bissell Crosswave having trouble with the roller spinning and then not spinning, well, I've found the problem. I've already taken most of this apart. There are a bunch of screws on the bottom. Once them are out, the top piece comes off. In here, there's 4 screws holding the cover over the motor. Here you'll find the gears on the motor and the belt. There's a washer with a C-clip over top on each of these. It'll spin, everything's spinning, but if I stop it with my finger, this just keeps spinning inside this metal shaft. I'll take it apart more and show you. Kind of want to pull and just roll, and this belt will come right off. From there's 2 Phillips screws down inside. This gear just pulls off after you take the washer and C-clip off. And from there, that'll come off. So, once again, you can place your finger here and this will still spin, and that's why the wheel is stopping when you're using it. From there, you can take this, press it, you might need a hammer and hit this out and down with a hammer. I've set up another hammer to where when I hit this, it pops it down and free. Just a couple light taps, 1 light tap, a little lighter than I expected. And that gear will come off. There's your belt, gear. Now the shaft comes out. There's the sealed bearing. Probably not an issue. Hair collects in this spacer. I noticed when I took it apart, inside of there was lots of hair. Now, that's not the issue. I can put this gear on and still spin this end with my fingers. So inside of here, I believe, is a smooth shaft, probably with a washer at the end, and they glued and crimped this gear over top of it so you cannot access it. You can see the pressing, probably a factory molding or heat pressed on, but in there you can tell it's just glued. So what I think I'm going to do, I can't get the bearing off without probably destroying it. The plastic's glued in, sealed on. Could cut it off, re-glue it, but that's just going to ruin it. So I think inside of this hair catch, we'll call it, I'm going to etch, possibly with a saw, hacksaw, grinder, something, to get grooves in there all the way into this metal rod. Because here it's, you can see it's cut out. I don't believe that's inside here. I think that's all just a smooth bore, which allows it to eventually strip right out and spin. So we're going to cut some grooves in there and then use some good high quality epoxy inside of there and get it down in that metal so it creates basically a lock into the grooves we cut in, kind of like that. Alright, I'll get back to you when it's finished. Alright, so got a groove down in it. Took my Dremel with a metal cutting bit on there. Got down in there nice and deep to where I could see the metal. Filled it in with epoxy. And now that creates a lock in there. So it shouldn't strip back out. You could go back in on the back side and put another one in. That would just ensure it that much more. But yeah, I think this is gonna fix it. So I'm gonna get it back together, try it out, and this should fix the problem for you too.